Each year during Lent, the iconic Catholic Relief Services Rice Bowl is a staple on the tables of Catholic families across the country. This simple cardboard box is a tool for collecting Lenten alms and comes with a Lenten calendar that guides families through the 40 days of Lent with activities, reflections, and stories. A recent workshop highlighted the benefits of this global program. Rebecca Drake has more.
They prayed, they listened, they broke bread together. And a group of catechists, parish workers, and diocesan staff members left a recent workshop ready to bring the Catholic Relief Services Lenten Rice Bowl program to parishioners throughout Western Massachusetts. Guest speaker Mary Barboza, a Catholic Relief Services employee, explained the ways the Rice Bowl program helps the poor and vulnerable, both locally and globally.
Your work and your prayers, we are touching about the lives of 120 million people around the world at this moment. So this is a marvelous thing that we have.
Participants at the workshop, which was held at the Bishop Marshall Center in Springfield, learned that more than 14,000 faith communities in the U.S. raise nearly $12 million each year, 25% of which stays with the local diocese.
We really didn't know too much about what the Rice Bowl really went to. So we were very surprised when we learned that 25% stays locally in particular. And we didn't know who it helped.
The annual Lenten Rice Bowl program nets $10,000 to $11,000 for the Springfield Diocese each year, providing aid to local agencies like Sandwich Ministries for the Homeless and the Take and Eat Weekend Meals program for the homebound.
Ways that people have done small things, but small things with big heart. Amen. To help meet those little niches of need that perhaps are not met in other ways.
In addition to meeting those basic material needs of our friends and neighbors, the Rice Bowl program is a manifestation of the mission given to us by Christ himself.
In order to give, and to give with a heart like Christ's, one needs to know really what's going on, and it needs to know our faith and how our faith asks us to respond to those things that we find in the world that are unjust, where you find the poor and the vulnerable.
In sharing the stories of those lives that have been enriched by Rice Bowl donations, Mari Barboza finds inspiration in the generosity of local faith leaders.
What's motivating me is to be able to talk to those that are on the ground, to the DREs, to the youth ministers, to the people that are working with our faithful, with our youth, so that they can take this message, this gospel of reaching out to the most vulnerable and poor around the world and touching them with the hands of Christ and giving them hope, bringing life around the world.
For Catholic Charities Director Catherine Buckley-Brawner, Catholic Relief Services Rice Bowl program demonstrates the good work of the Catholic Church throughout the world.
The CRS stories raise up not only the poor and the vulnerable, but it raises up the work of the church in response to this. And that work has been amazing. But it only remains amazing as long as the people support that work.
And those at the recent workshop pledged their support for the annual Lenten program of prayer and almsgiving.
Our big plan is to bring it back to our parish and not just incorporate it with the CCD children, but we'd also like to bring it to the parish as a whole and maybe do a little workshop talking about showing the videos and seeing how the rice bowls really do help people.
Bigger than a bowl and more than a meal, the Lenten Rice Bowl fills bodies and souls with the bounty of God's love. For Real to Real, I'm Rebecca Drake.